So I just got back from a walk. Try to get out there and get exercising. So, because I work from home, so I don't want to spend all my time just stuck indoors trying to get some good energy flowing. I was a mess earlier. It was a pretty rough day for me. My emotions are everywhere, and I am just because I'm just getting used to the diagnosis of a borderline personality disorder. I truly don't know, what, like, everything that goes into it. So I'm just taking it by day. Trying to I journal. I journal every single day. I think a lot about a lot of things, and one of the biggest things that I'm learning with being a borderline is, that I don't know how to regulate my emotions on my own. I'm learning that it's something that I give my partner to do, but since I don't have a partner, I'm having to deal with that on my own. I don't know how to explain what it means to give, like, your what it means to have your partner regulate your emotions. It's the best way I can explain it is they have full control of your emotions. Like, they can make you angry, or they can make you happy, or they can, like, they have that power. You give them the control. You give them that power to control your emotions, because I don't know how to regulate my own emotions. So, like, I might be having a happy experience or a moment, and yeah, I feel overwhelmed with, like, sadness or something, instead of feeling happy, because I can't regulate my emotions. So my partner I would, like, mirror or bounce off of him the emotions that I'm supposed to, so that I can be in the right emotional state when I'm experiencing whatever it is I'm experiencing. Since I don't know how to do that, I mean, I'm learn. I don't know if I learn. I don't even know if I will ever learn. I don't know if I can. I'm trying, though. But yeah, I do miss a lot of I guess the reliance on him regulating my emotions for me. Like, making me so angry, and so I get to experience that frustration and get my anger out, or because right now it's like all just sad and depression and crying, and I get so tired of it. But I'm like, how do I turn that around? Like, how do I make myself happier? Or, because I relied on him. Like, he would just make a funny joke, and I would laugh, then all of a sudden I'm happy, or I'm feeling the emotion that I feel to be happy. I mean, there's times when I am feeling certain emotions that I don't even know what they are. Like, I don't know what to call it. I'm experiencing something, but I don't know what it is, Man, this borderline's really hard. It's hard to put into words. It's hard to live with. It's really hard. I do have some narcissistic traits. I do have some what do you call it? Psychotic traits. I do have some sociopathic traits. I do have some bipolar traits. Yeah, I'm all over I can, like, blend in, I guess, with any other personality disorder. But it isn't easy. No, not even the least bit. Especially when you have borderline personality disorder and you are alone or single or whatever you want to call it. When you don't have a partner, it's a whole new world for me. And I say that because I've been in a relationship for, since I mean, to me it's a relationship. I don't, my partner may have thought something different, but since I was 16 years old, I've been attached to somebody. And I've always had to feel attached to somebody to feel whole. I've never really had that feeling of, like, oh, I'm a whole person. I feel great. I'm whole. I've always had to have somebody in my life to feel whole. Otherwise, I would feel, like, empty, or, just the way I feel right now. I feel really empty. I feel really I feel like I'm not a whole person. I don't know who I am. And maybe that's one of the most difficult things to deal with is I don't have a self. When you have borderline personality disorder, you have no internal self, right? I mean, I don't know if you can create one. I'm trying to figure that out. I'm just learning, like I said. So you guys are all learning with me. But I have no self. I have no sense of self. I don't know who I am at the moment. I don't know what I like to do because I mirror my partner so much. I end up liking what he likes. I end up disliking what he doesn't like. And, you know, I don't know about every borderline. I don't even know the basis of borderline personality or disorder besides what I'm learning online and what I'm learning from my therapist. But I do take dialectical behavioral therapy, so DBT. I do that with a therapist, and yeah. There there are times when I guess I remind myself because I think I was misdiagnosed because they told me first I had bipolar disorder because I would experience like really high highs and really low lows. And learning now that I was probably misdiagnosed, I was probably borderline the whole time. And because borderlines have the, they can also have these high highs and these low lows. So when I was experiencing that, I might have been having, an episode, a borderline episode versus a bipolar episode. I mean, they can overlap. You can have both. So, I mean, that's still a possibility. But as of right now, I do have borderline personality disorder. And I do have, what do you call it? I blew my mind. So, like something like delusional something. I can't remember. Anyway, like schizophrenia, slight. Not schizophrenia. That's not the right word for it. I've got to figure it out before I even say it. I don't want to say the wrong thing. But yeah. So today was a pretty tough day for me. I was missing my ex, and I don't know if you guys saw that video, but it's really hard because as I've explained my husband, I'm gonna call him my husband because we're still married. So my husband has he's never been diagnosed. So this is like, you can't quote me on this. Like, don't quote me, boy. I ain't saying shit. Anyway, he does have a lot of narcissistic traits, right? I'm not a psychiatrist, so I can't diagnose him. But if I was, I would totally diagnose him with NPD. Anyway, maybe that's why I think that's probably one of the reasons we were magnets for, 15 years we were married, and 27 years I've been like magnets with this guy, like serious magnets. And he's like my one, like he's irreplaceable, right? I don't know how he feels about me because he was able to just drop me at a moment's notice and move on to the next female. So I think the magnet part or the closeness was probably just a one-sided thing, probably all in my head. I probably made up, because there is something that I do that I guess it does fall under the borderline personality disorder, but I create this fantasy in my head, right? I have a fantasy, and I live there a lot, and I take my husband there with me. He's there with me, and so sometimes I might have a conversation with my husband in my head, and then talk to him about it, and he has no idea what I'm talking about, and I'm like, dude, I just talked to you about it like a few days ago. But really it was it was there was the version of him in my head. And, I'm able to talk to him in my head or communicate better with him in my head than I am with the actual him. Because the him in my head listens and he communicates. I don't know, it's crazy stuff. Yeah, but I was missing him a lot today. And when I've noticed that when I start to miss him, I start to, I'll cry, and I don't like to cry. I hate crying because I get a headache, and, I hate being depressed. But I was crying so much today, and when I cry that much, I get mad. I get so angry, and I direct my anger at everybody but the right person, right? which, probably should be me, probably should be him. I don't know. But my anger is directed at the complete wrong person in this situation. Right now, my anger is directed at the third party, right? The girl that he's now in a relationship with, the one he left me for, her. I am angry at her because, and I shouldn't be, because I don't know her situation. I don't know her story. I mean, this is the first time in freaking 27 years that I have not gone after this, whoever he's cheating. I have not gone after her and pulled what I wanted to pull out of her, or put what I wanted to put in her, or, cause whatever damage that I could cause, like I've always done. This is the first time I have not done that. This is the first time in my entire relationship with him that I have really practiced patience, really put my psychotic side aside, because otherwise she would, some things would have gone down. Like, okay, I'm going to have to be honest here. I saw her the other day, right? I went to go drop off this letter. I'm not gonna get into the details, but it was a letter of recognition, and I dropped it off to my husband's job, right? Nobody knew what it was. Nobody knew what I was doing there. They just saw me there, and of course he saw me or whatever and got the wrong idea. So that led up to a whole different thing. But she was there. She was sitting in this little SUV parked in the back or whatever. She was there. And she was looking at me like she was giving me the dirtiest look. And I was this close from getting out of, I actually did get out of my vehicle, but it was just to put something away in a box. But I was like, I'm going to drag this girl out of that freaking car right now. And let her know that she's disrespecting the wrong person. And I felt like that because I'm like, who does this bitch think she is, really? Because she took my husband. I have every right to be mad. What is she mad about? It's like, I'm not getting this. I'm not understanding this. Where is her anger coming from? She's the homewrecker in this whole situation, right? What is she mad about? And that was, in the moment type stuff. But I'm really proud of myself because I didn't go attack her. I mean, look, there's been times I have chased these girls down in my car, in my vehicle, and ran into their car and stuff. It happened in California. I went after this girl. She was in a truck. My husband was with her, and I was in my Mustang, and I went after, and I crashed into their car, and it was crazy. But yeah, I guess that it gets that crazy when borderlines, they get psychotic, and it's in me, and I haven't gone that far with this new girl because I'm like, there's so many things that factor into this that make me not do it. First of all, it's the definition of insanity. If everybody has to know this, right? Is to do the same thing over and over and over again, right? So I'm like, dude, this is like a repeat of a repeat of a repeat, right? This is a normal repeat. And am I going to repeat myself once again and attack this girl and get my husband back and then go through the same thing again? When is this going to stop? When is the insanity going to stop? Come on. I can't do it anymore. I know I can't do it anymore, but it's so hard to let go because I love him. He may not love me, but I love him. And regardless of the fact that I'm probably the only person that loves in this relationship, it's real. It may not be real to him, but it's real to me. And the pain is real. And missing him is real. I'm grieving. I'm seriously grieving. Today I freaking went through, I don't know how many messages just to hear his voice in these messages. And it's it was I was grieving somebody that died, I just want to hear his voice because, he's not talking to me. We have no communication. So I'm I just want to hear his voice because I really miss him. And I was in tears. I was crying. It's hard. And It's hard to miss someone that doesn't give two fucking shits about you, and B, that you're never gonna be with again. Like, it's hard. And I'm not saying never gonna be with because he doesn't want me back or what. It's the fact that inside that you're not gonna allow yourself to go back to that. And he is saying he's not gonna allow himself. So we're both at it like, okay, this is it. This is real. This is as real as it's gonna get. This is the first time in forever that we are really splitting up. Like, this is over. We can't return. We can't go back. There's no going back anymore. It would be the most ridiculous, stupid decision either one of us could ever make if we went back to one another again. Like, it can't happen, And so, I've been trying to live with that. There's times when I'm bawling and I'm crying and I'm like, why can't you just be my friend? Like, I get that we're not going to be in a relationship. I get that this marriage is over. I get that I've moved on with somebody else, but why can't we just be friends? Because I need him in my life is how I'm, in my head, I'm like, I need your presence. I need your presence because I feel like I'm freaking dead. I feel so empty. Like, and that's not the right thing because, like, that's not normal. You don't ask your ex, can you just come comfort me? Can you comfort me? Because I'm hurting because I lost you and I need you to comfort me for that. Like, that's just the borderline in me, I guess. It sounds really crazy, but it's how I feel. And to me, it would be comfort. Like, can he literally just come over and, like, put his arms around me and say, you know what, it's gonna be okay. And I would feel comforted. And I would be okay for another few days. Fuck, I'm fucked up. I'm really fucked up. To really think that, not just think, to know that that would help me. To know that I would be okay with my husband putting his arms around me to comfort me so he can go back to his girlfriend. I'm just all kinds of fucked up, aren't I? I think that's enough for now. I'll have to come back. No, there's some things I wanted to share. Let's change the subject. So, I have been, like, really practicing, like, meditation. I've been practicing changing my energy around. So like, I wrote some intentions out, right? I have some intentional, I have the intention to change certain things in my life. But I've been writing, like, my intentions. I intend to wake up happy, or I intend to smile more. I have, give me one moment. I have been writing some intentions out, and I'm very proud of myself. So, here they are. Okay. And my IMs. I've been working on my IMs. I'm really, and the frequencies. So I was working on my IMs. When I meditate, I have to clear my mind of everything. I have to clear my mind of all thoughts, or anything that might be coming through. I clear my mind of it, and then I have to clear my body of emotions, because I feel like emotions aren't just a mind thing, it's a body thing. So I have to clear my body of emotions. I'm like, you do not feel pain, you do not feel love, you do not feel happy, you do not feel sad. Like, I have to clear all of these emotions out of my body. I have to clear thoughts out of my head. I have to, like, be at ground zero, like, I am not happy, I am not sad, I am not hot, and I am not cold. Like, I am nothing, and I am everything all at once, right? And I'm meditating, and I'm clearing this out of my head at the same time. But when I do, I'm like, I feel so good. I feel happier. I feel at peace, and the things that come to my mind and to my head are out of this world. It's super amazing. So I was doing my, like, intention statement, right? My intentions. So I'm gonna just share them with you. So I have this. Okay, so my initial is H, and my husband's initials, and it's, H and N, right? And his last initial, the last name initial is a P, right? So it's H and N P, right? It's my first name, his first name, and his last name. I mean, our last name, right? So I had to change that because I am now trying to associate things that mean something to me that are connected to that relationship. I have to change the meaning so that they don't hurt me when I see them or when I'm associating with them, right? So now, those initials, they really mean something to me. So I had to change it up. So now HBP, what that stands for is, H and N and P, what that stands for is here and now in the present, right? So it's H is here, N is now, and it is equals the present. So that's now my new motto, right? I'm in the here and now. I'm H and N, H and N, H and N in the present, here and now. So here are my intentions. I am very, very intuitive. I am ready to receive. I am open to accept. I am no longer attached. I am blessed. I am love. I am beyond the past. I am forgiven. I am omniscient. I am of abundance. I am present. I am honorable. I am genuine. I am kind. I am fearless. I am careful. I am focused. I am God loving. I am God fearing. I am patient. I am mentally, spiritually, and physically open to receive my blessings. I am confident. I am humble. I am hot. I am cold. And then I just put, like, I don't know, because it came to my head, like, father before me, mother beside me, a history behind me. My father passed away, so he's, like, before me, right? My mother, she's still here, and she's, like, my rock, so she's beside me. And, of course, the history is behind me because, stuff happens. And so, and then I put, I am in the here and now. I am blessed to pass my blessings on to the next. And then I, like, meditated, right? So I'm like, I am energy, I am water, I am fire, I am air, I'm divine, I'm connected, I'm plugged in. Meditation starts. All of a sudden, these numbers start coming into my head. And so I'm like, I'm going to write these down because I don't know what they mean, but I'm going to write these numbers down because they're clear. I'm seeing these numbers crystal clear in my head. And I write 432. Okay, that's one number. 413, that's another number. 513, that's another number. I wrote these three numbers down because they were crispy clear in my head. I wrote them down. I didn't know exactly what they meant at the moment. I had an inclination they had to do with, like, the frequencies, right? Because in my head I could see. I put gigahertz, right? GHC, because in my head that's what I saw. So meditation was over, and I looked these numbers up, right? To figure out what exactly the universe was giving me a message. That's how I took it. I'm like, okay, I'm going to take it because I just had a meditation. I just did my I am statements. I just did my intentions. I just cleared myself of all negativity, of all positivity. I cleared myself of everything, right? I opened up to receive. I let the universe know that I'm open to receive, and the universe, or as this is what I'm putting it, somehow those numbers came into my head, right? In my mind, the universe gave me a blessing, or I don't know what it was, but it meant something. So I look up these numbers, right? And so I'm gonna do them right now. 432 hertz. It's for, listen to this. This is crazy. It's 432 hertz is according to music theory. Hold on. It's mathematically consistent to the universe. Hold on. It's to provide greater clarity, and it's easier on the ears. What does it do to the brain? It significantly reduces clinical anxiety levels, right? Is it a healing frequency? Due to the harmonic and pleasant nature of 432 hertz in music, it helps in the release of serotonin and endorphins, in which in turn keep the blood pressure and heart rate stable. Does the universe vibrate at 432? What's so special about 432, you might ask? Well, according to some music theorists, it's the frequency at which the universe vibrates. Listening to a sound at 432 hertz is especially pleasing to the ear and is said to reduce the stress and promote emotional stability by putting you in sync with the heartbeat of Earth. Isn't that amazing? So that's the first number that came to my head. Then the second number is 413. So I put 413 hertz. Okay. 413 was the second number that came to my head. What's special about that's 432. What is special? Hold on, where was I? 413 megahertz, right? 413 hertz equals 413 megahertz. Therefore, if you want to calculate how many megahertz, hold on, that's not what I was looking at. Come on. Hold on 1 second. Let me find it. Give me 1 moment. I'm having a meaning. So 413 hertz is the frequency that can be used as means for opening a person up for communication with all embracing, hold on, it cut off for me. But anyway, so it's the, hold on. Okay, so anyway, it releases oxytocin, right? It's oxytocin. It's what I read. Is 413 hertz releases oxytocin. And give me 1 second. The approximate frequency of woman is 413 nanohertz. Wow, that's interesting. That's new too, because I am woman, right? Study of vibration characteristics, effects of low frequency, mineral response levels for reinforcement. Where did I find all this information before? So right now I'm just like Googling it, so I'm not even, let's see, 413 frequency. Okay. So, no things. 413, what does it mean? What does it mean? Sorry, please bear with me, guys. I'm like trying to figure this out. It all came to me like I should have prepared it. Probably would have been the smart thing to do. But anyway, we are past that. Anyway, I can't seem to find it at the moment, but it said something about how it releases, it's a spatial frequency, and it releases oxytocin, right? Which is like, I think it's like a happy something. Anyway, 413. It's your light language, light workers, and star seeds. Anyway, something about oxytocin. Okay, so let's skip that for now because I can't find it. But 513 was the last one. So 513 frequency. Belief in God, adults who pray monthly frequency. It's the pure healing frequency. So at 513 is for pure healing. And I need to get one of those little charts that say like all the frequencies and exactly what they're, what they're good for, what studies, are found under them, because I think that would be pretty interesting. So anyway, 513 is also the relative frequency for which intelligent life form is created or something. Yeah, but it's pure healing. So it's pure healing frequency. So the 432 was the frequency of the universe, right? And then 413 was to release oxytocin, right? And then 513 was pure healing. Now, I've been praying a lot, because I want to be healthy. So I've been praying a lot for healthy. I've been saying, I've been putting it in my intentions and my I ams, like I'm healthy, or I'm on my way to be healthy. Like I really want to be healthy. I want to be healthy, like mentally. I want to be healthy emotionally. I want to be healthy physically. So, and more than anything, I want to be healthy emotionally, and mentally, because, I've been through a lot, and I want to live a better, happier life. So for me to see those three frequencies to come to mind after I, did my meditation, there was so much clarity that came with it, and it felt so good. And it let me know, or in the moment when I was experiencing it, I thought, I am not alone. I mean, because I've been crying my little eyes out saying, I feel so lonely. I hate being lonely. But just experiencing that, I'm like, I'm not alone. I am not alone. And it felt good. And I was like, thank you. And all of a sudden, just like right now, talking about it, my mood changed. I was no more like, I wasn't crying anymore. After that, I like took a shower. I was like, I feel great. I feel so happy again. I don't know where this happiness came from, but it feels awesome. I felt great. So I took a shower, right? And then I go to the park to go take a walk. And I didn't realize it was like midnight. And I'm walking at the park at midnight. But it still was so lovely. I'm like, it's perfect. And then I went to, go eat a burrito, and that's where I'm coming from. Anyway, so don't let your emotions overtake you like I do, right? You want to, don't let your emotions get the best of you. You want to try to regulate your emotions, and don't let your emotions regulate you, right? So work on that. I know it's hard. We can do it together. And if you can find a way to meditate and really release everything from your mind, body, like your thoughts, your thought process, let go of your emotions, let go of whatever you might be feeling, like just be one with yourself, and really meditate on that. And when you're meditating, and you make sure you think of what you not just want to manifest, but and if you want to answer to something, like think specifically on that. Like, I want to answer to this. Ask the question to the universe. Meditate, think about it, and you're going to get an answer. And it might not make sense to you right away, but I'm telling you, when it makes sense, it makes sense. It really makes sense. So, all right, guys, have a good night. I really need to get some